What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Shepherdess and the 7 songs. So I was sent another early screener for a film, this time around an Indian film that's actually been showing in various countries for quite some time now, since 2020, and there's been a bunch of festival runs of this film, but it's finally getting its first VOD release, and yeah, I got a chance to check it out just a little bit earlier than that release. This movie focuses on a woman named Laila who's kind of thrown into an arranged marriage that she's not necessarily in love with, and over the course of the film, various things start to happen, including some individuals who try to make moves on her, and then some trouble starts to kind of arise a little bit. But ultimately this movie really focuses on a woman who is kind of in a dangerous situation and not really necessarily in love with her romantic situation, and kind of has to use her strength to get through it. Now, I think that premise on paper sounds a lot better, without spoilers, than it actually is executed in the film, if I'm completely and utterly honest. I found this film to be a little bit boring, a little bit dull, and a little uninspired. There wasn't really much to it that really gave me much to really latch onto. I didn't really find that the characters were all that appealing. I wasn't too engaged in really what was happening, and by the time the movie was over, I was bored and just waiting for it to end. Now, without a doubt, my biggest praises about this film though have to be the scenery. I really enjoy the locations, the setting, and just all the different places that we would go to. There are some big nice shots of these locations that really complement that side of the world and complement the culture of these individuals. The synopsis of this film says that this film is part allegory, part ethnographic study, and part feminist fairy tale, which is an interesting thing. They use various folk songs over the course of the movie to kind of tell the story, and ultimately, even though I wasn't really crazy about this movie and its story, I did enjoy kind of what they were going for here. There is something about it that gives it its own identity. I did watch the film in its original language and with English subtitles, which is my preferred way to watch any sort of foreign film or foreign media in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, outside of the visuals of this film, the various locations that we're going into, and getting kind of a little deep dive into their culture and being able to see a little bit more of a different side of the world, there really wasn't much to this movie on a narrative level that kept me engaged. I think the most important thing to any story, any movie, is its narrative, is its characters, and being able to be attached to it in some way, shape, or form. And ultimately, by the time the movie was over, I wasn't really all that captivated by this movie. I really wasn't crazy about this film, and I really can't see myself revisiting it anytime soon or really recommending it to any of you guys. This film is directed by Pushpendra Singh, who is not somebody I am familiar with, and yeah, I just think overall the story here, he also wrote the film, really wasn't strong for me. Again, I really enjoyed a lot of the visuals of the film, but even the camera work in this film a lot of times was very stagnant. There is an independent feel to it, which I did enjoy, but when it comes to just the character work and the dialogue, the narrative, it just really wasn't present. And a lot of times it just felt like we were going scene to scene with no real buildup of the story, and the stakes always just kind of felt low to me, even if they were trying to build up to something that was a little bit more serious. So yeah, that's gonna be my really short review on the Shepherdess and the 7 songs. Overall, the biggest takeaways from this film are being able to see a different culture in a very natural feeling way, and really being able to see some nice visuals and scenery and locations that were shot on. But outside of that, the narrative for me was just bland. This isn't a movie that I could even really recommend to anybody because there isn't much going on, and I feel like this is going to bore a lot of audience members. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you saw this movie and you loved it. I would love to hear what people loved about this film down below if you did. And if you have seen this movie, not seen this movie, whatever the case may be, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this review, the movie itself, the trailer of the movie, whatever the case may be. So a big thanks to you guys for watching. Definitely can't wait to hear what people have to say about this one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.